Right now, the button doesn't do anything. And our JavaScript file just has a console log in it. Testing. Not doing us much good. We want to make the button do a thing. To bake an apple pie from scratch, you must first create the universe. To make the button do something first, we must grab the button from the page. Very similar things. So, let's save it to a variable called button. And let's do document.querySelector button. Okay, now we have a button. Go us. So we need to say when something happens, do something else. So let's write the do something else. Let's make a function. So we can make function, call it change heading. Seems like as good a name as any. This is a simple function declaration. Let's make it, if you don't know how to make it do the thing you want, just make it do anything first. So let's just say console log, it works. Cool. Then can I at least call change heading? Do I know how to call a function at least? Refresh. There it goes. It works. All right. What we really want it to do is change the heading, right? So I should probably get the heading from the page. How do I get the heading from the page? Query selector. Document.querySelector. What selector should I use? How about just H1? And then I could save it to a variable if I wanted to, or I could just chain text content on the end there if I wanted to do that. Change it to ye old spellbook or something. Now that line is getting very long. By the way, you can totally do this. You can put line breaks before the dot. If you're chaining things like this, I oftentimes like to do that. Breaks it up, makes it a little easier to read, makes it easier to tell you that you're chaining something on the end of that line without having to scroll. So it's easy to see that ultimately what this line is doing is changing the text content. Does that work? Yeah, very good. But we don't want it to do that as soon as the page loads, right? Only when the button's clicked. We already have the button. So let's add an event listener to it. What are we listening for? A click. What do we want to do? Change heading. Not change heading, open close parens. That would be the return value of change heading, which is undefined. We want the function itself. Click. There it is. Piece of cake. We could commit that if we wanted to. I'm going to wait and do one more thing before I commit. Questions about what we've done so far?